Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Chicago Bulls versus Miami Heat NBA matchup on Saturday, November 18th, 2023. Of course, I give out tons of free picks across the internet every single day. And when you give out that many free picks, you're going to like some more than others. Those are our premium picks that you could find at the website under the premium picks tab. Use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. These are not available at the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets, text that number. But let's get to this one. We've got the Bulls taking on the Miami Heat. And for the Chicago Bulls, it is those same problems that we discuss all the time in these videos. And if you've never seen my videos before or never heard us talk here at Pickdawgz.com about the Chicago Bulls, it really comes down to that they only have three players that can carry this team: DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Vucevic. And the thing is, a lot of the time, Zach LaVine and Vucevic, they're not even full players. You know, DeMar DeRozan, clearly one of the best players in the NBA, but Zach LaVine has been given permission now to shop for a trade. I wonder if they're willing to trade DeRozan, because I'm a Heat fan, and I would say, hey, man, let's try and go out and get this guy. We weren't able to get Lillard in the offseason, but it hasn't really slowed the Heat at all, as the Heat are on an absolute tear right now. After a slow start to the season, they have been absolutely unstoppable in their recent games, putting it all together, winning 7 in a row, including beating the Brooklyn Nets on Thursday night, 122-115. And all along the way, the Heat getting very, very little respect from the odds makers, much like they did in the playoffs last year when they beat the Bucks 4-1 and beat the Celtics 4-3, including that Game 7 in Boston Garden where they blew the Celtics right out of the building. You know, the thing about the Heat is they play with that chip on their shoulder, and they have a coach that knows how to coach guys that play with a chip on their shoulder, and it's always us against them with the Miami Heat, and they certainly love that role, and they use it to their advantage. And Jimmy Butler, a guy who you rarely, if never, hear regarded when in the discussions of who are the top players in the NBA, this guy has certainly just been doing nothing but balling this season. 36 points last time out against the Brooklyn Nets. Duncan Robinson pouring in 26, and Bam Adebayo finding his game last year in the playoffs and becoming an elite player in the NBA at this point. Of course, Jaime Jaquez, the draft choice, this guy is going to get better and better every single game. We're starting to see it already. Meanwhile, the Bulls, I think they're in that point where it's like you have a lot of disgruntled players. I don't think there's anything out there that's going to gruntle them at this point. I think the only thing you got to do is try and break it all the way down and then build it all the way back up. And it's like, because what they have now with these three players against what the rest of the NBA has to offer, it isn't going to work. And I'll tell you where else it's not going to work: against this Miami Heat team that just seems to do nothing but win basketball games right now. I'm going to take the Miami Heat, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.